Who's that handsome guy? Hello, 911 emergency. There's a handsome guy in my house. Oh, crap. Wait a second, cancel that. It's only me.
Yo dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighbor JaxBlade is back, and today's video is a bit of a PSA because I've seen a lot of young dudes have this happen to them once they get shredded, but do not become the abs guy. I just learned this term recently and it's freaking hilarious, but it's also very common, so let's break it down. Now, unless you're naturally cut, where when you hit a certain age your abs just naturally developed on their own, getting abs is a very long, arduous process. It can take a while for a lot of people, hence why I have so many videos making it easier for y'all. And once you get those abs, it's an accomplishment because you did a lot of hard work, dieting, cardio, so many sacrifices had to be made for you to achieve that ripped stomach. And once you achieve your accomplishment, hell yeah, show it off, all right? You earned that. You worked your ass off for it. Take pride in the fact that you were able to accomplish something that you put so much time, effort, and sweat into. People's reactions once you got those abs, oh my God, the feeling is absolutely euphoric. All these people are giving you attention, especially the heavier you are, the more impressive it is. So it's just like, oh my God, all these people are like praising you. They're giving you all this adulation. Like, how can I get like that? People are asking you for advice. All this amazing stuff starts to seep in and you get off this high of just like, fuck yeah, this is fucking great. I need more of this. But after a while, a couple things start to set in. Like after a few months passes, it's just like, it's a new norm for you. Like, oh yeah, so-and-so is ripped. Like, that's just who they are, right? So it's just like, man, it looks nice, but doesn't hit as hard as it did when you first got to it, you know? And then also, your personality may change a lot because you want to maintain the abs. So you're just like, oh, everything I do, I have to be really focused on maintaining this physique I have now, and this is where shit starts to set in. And then if you're not careful, the parts of your personality that made you fun to be around or unique or special start to fade away. Everything becomes about, I have to maintain this body, my diet must maintain this body is who I am, this body is all I will ever be, this body. And it'd be one thing if you were prepping for a competition or getting on stage or trying to get in shape for a certain event, but no, this has become your entire life and you're gonna make damn sure everyone around you knows it. Now again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with getting healthier, stronger, fitter, and carrying yourself a certain way, cleaning up that diet and making sure your body is just a temple. That is actually very admirable and respectable if you're doing it for yourself and you feel better and you start to look better and you're just like, I really want to maintain this. The issue becomes is a lot of people aren't doing it for themselves, they're doing it for outside validation. It's like I said at the start of my Gojo Physique video. I know a lot of you mainly want to look like Toji, Baki, Gojo, Goku, and Sung Jin Woo when you're shirtless, because a lot of y'all just want validation from others for your ego and self-esteem instead of developing true self-confidence, but that's a lesson for life experience to teach you as you grow and evolve. And it's all good, dude. I've been there too. Hell, most of us have been there at least once in our lives, and there's nothing wrong with that, which is where the abs guy thing comes from, because your entire personality pretty much devolves into, the only purpose I bring is to train. The only benefit I bring is to be in shape. This is all I do. This is my entire being. The only sustenance I ingest is only to fuel this body. Nothing more, nothing less. You turn into what I call a jack droid. You know, jacked droid. Matter of fact, that's smart, all right? Patent pending JaxBlade. If you see it on Urban Dictionary, I made it. You've made being ripped in shape your entire personality instead of just a little thing that you do to improve yourself. And I'm talking about this because, I used to be one of these people where I would get so pissed off once I finally got my abs. It was one of those situations where I've talked about it numerous times before. I have a very bad stress eating disorder. So whenever I get really stressed out, I can't control myself. I've talked about openly before. Thankfully, years of meditation therapy and all this stuff has sort of helped me better control it. But back in the day, early days, I would get really pissed off whenever friends would invite me out to go eat and stuff like that, just because my brain was like, I won't be able to control myself and you should know better and all this stuff like that. And I would miss out on time with my loved ones because I thought I couldn't control myself when that just was not the case. And thankfully these days I have a much healthier mentality with it. But there are so many times I missed out and I got mad at people who cared about me because I was just like, nah, I'm not fucking going out. Why the fuck do you want me to go out? I gotta maintain my abs. And then there's a part that just snapped at me one day. I was like, why am I trying so hard to maintain? Again, it's not like it's gonna be a challenge, all right? If you have one day, one bad day won't hurt you, just one good day won't help you. It's what you do consistently that counts. And so if I was to go out and have let's say 3,000 calories or something like that, and then the next day I was back on the horse, it wouldn't be a big deal. It'd just be okay, I just got back on it. But for back then, I used to internalize fuck, I can't do this, all right? I'm gonna mess up my entire progress. And no, that just was not the case. And if you see my video from last month, then you already know all the mental health issues I was going through at that time. And again, I'm very grateful that this video is helping a lot of people out. But it was also one of those things where I was like, oh no, if I lose my abs, I'll be disgusting. No one will want me. And I'll just be completely a pariah. And it's just that is bullshit. again, it is one of those situations where online, this is like the thing about social media, why I always say it's a damaging sword, because you can find a community of like-minded individuals, but you can also find yourself in an echo chamber. Because the thing about social media is if you spend too much time in one area, like the social algorithm will curate something just specifically for you. So you'll only see stuff tailored for that and like stuff for your bias. And so what happens is a lot of people will live in this world a bit too long and then they lose touch with reality. But then when you go out into the real world and you start to interact with people, you see, oh God, I was like getting lost in this freaking algorithm that was tailor-made for my brain and my interests right here when it just was not true. I will always bring this up because people are always so befuddled when they see this or hear this, but I have seen 10 out of 10 smoke show women pick dudes built more like Harry Styles or Jack Black. Again, I am not body shaming at all, just saying what the body type is, over guys built like Jeff Seed. And then the guy built like Jeff Seed will sometimes be like, why are you choosing this like scrawny dude or this chubby dude over me? Like he has a freaking bird chest and I'm freaking built like Hercules or something like that. And it's just the thing of this person was funny, charming, had personality, made them laugh, was fun to be around, etc. Like they had an actual personality. Again, not trying to body shame, just like, you know, thinner or like, you know, a bit hefty or something like that. And they had hot girlfriends who were obsessed with them. Like I'm talking about obsessed with them all day. They talked about them nonstop. All right. Again, it's just a thing that people have. Like not everything is this. It doesn't mean that the person with muscles built like Jeff Seed is unattractive. It does not mean that at all. It just means that, you know, there's more to it. Like if you're just going like, hey, I'm built like Johnny Bravo, date me. That's it. Like, remember this. I want you to remember what I always say. Muscles are a bonus buff, not a magnet. Write that down. Write that down on your notepad. Muscles are a bonus buff, not a magnet. But another thing, casual buffness can be a lot more attractive than gym obsessed buffness. And again, there's nothing wrong with loving the gym, but what I mean by that is a person who like rarely talks about going to the gym and they just happen to be like in shape. Like we know they go to the gym, they obviously do because of their build, but they barely talk about it. And they're just, you know, so casual about it, that can be a lot more enticing. Like, for instance, think of someone like Henry Cavill or David Cornsweet just like, you know, in a library. And then like, you know, they are wearing a sweater vest, their sleeves are rolled up, showing their forearms, and they're just sitting there reading a book. That person can be more attractive than someone who is, say, just like gym obsessed, like wearing a tank top like I am or something like that, and just like everything is just like gym, training, protein shake, diet, all that stuff, right? Because it's just like, oh man, this person like has a life. This person's doing this sort of thing. Like this isn't their entire life. It's a part of their life, but it's not the end all be all part of it. And then imagine that person just like, you know, taking their shirt off or like in the changing room or something like that. And it's like, oh wow, he's got some gains to him or something like that. Versus the person who's like gym obsessed taking their clothes off and it's like, oh, they're jacked, they're freaking muscular, stuff like that. It's dope. Both scenes are dope, but again, it makes sense why the Henry Cavill-esque person is more attractive because it's like, oh, it's a surprise. People aren't expecting it. It's not their entire being. Like if it's your entire being, then it's like, okay, no, I expect that sort of thing. Again, there is nothing wrong. I want to make this perfectly clear. There is nothing wrong with loving health, fitness, training, and stuff like that. But if it zaps your personality, it zaps your personal relationships, it zaps all that stuff, like you can't accustom to it, then I think it's doing a bit of negative to your life in general. And then you can waste so many years of your life before you realize like, oh no, this is actually important to me, the people around me, versus just, you know, like being obsessed with all this stuff. Because again, the thing about like fitness, in my personal opinion, is it's supposed to make your life better. You're supposed to go like, oh, I can do all this stuff. Like all I really care about is like, you know, can I run? Can I jump? Can I punch? Can I have extra energy? Do I look like pretty decent with my shirt off? Can I smash for a long time? You know, that's all I really care about, all right? Like that's all I care about with like health and fitness stuff for me now. Now, if you've gotten to a point where you have absolutely zero cravings for unhealthy stuff anymore, that is a win. That is a win, and you ride that, all right? And so if your friends invite you out then and like the restaurant they're going to just has no options for you, you check online, you just like, you know, do a quick check and it's like, yeah, nothing there is for me, though there should be at least something. There should be at least one or two things there for you at least. Then you can just go, no, it's okay, but I'll like, you know, catch up with y'all this time. Like if you go out this time or something like that, that is perfectly fine, and that's healthy because you want to have a healthy relationship all around, like with life, with food, with your friends, your family, your loved ones, all that stuff. And remember, like I always say, you are not alone. I will always keep saying that because so many people feel isolated from their stuff. And again, that's why I leave the comment section open for y'all to talk to each other, communicate, and just like, you know, say like, hey, I'm going through this. Is there any tips for that? Like I encourage it by all means. Matter of fact, I'm running a SKOOL thing right now to help a lot of people get in shape this way and healthy and maintain it. And then everyone's just, you know, working together and stuff like that, following the programs and like the diet stuff and all that stuff in there. So it's really fun. Check it out if you want. It's in the pinned comment. If you made it this far in the video, type JaxDroid no more in the comments below. It showed me you watched all the way to the end. And if you are someone who goes through this process, or you're a former JaxDroid, or you're currently a JaxDroid, or anything like that, like, and how you want to maintain healthy relationships, you know, or ask about healthy relationships, or, you know, like how you personally go about it, just like leave a comment down below. All right, everyone here is trying to help encourage each other, because fitness is about community and like helping everyone get each other up. Like, strong people pick each other up, they don't put each other down, so never forget that. Also, if you're interested in online coaching with me, like where I make you a customized thing personally and just like, you know, check in with you every single day, just click this link down below. We'll talk on Zoom and I can see if I can help you, and then you can like join and I'll like help you get your real life power level increased. But like, remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, Momentai, you got this.